feels like you're out in the middle of nowhere, but I can hear a car alarm because I don't know, I can see my car. Oh my God, he just hit me with that tree. You are a maniac.
Lots of people have been seeing bears in the area.
We're all down at Yellowstone, West Yellowstone, this for today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Me and the dogs and handsome hubby. And walking around town, then you come to this. On the other side of these posts is the park. So the dogs are going potty in the park. I keep waiting for a bear to come out from the trees. I'm sure that won't happen, but you never know. Grant and his brother Roosevelt were born in the spring of 2011 to a Yellowstone female grizzly bear who was euthanized later that summer by National Park Service bear managers due to public safety concerns. Too young to survive in the wild on their own, the brothers were removed from the park and given a home at the center. Although Roosevelt passed away in the summer of 2019, Grant socializes with Corin in the habitat and will also enthusiastically play with sticks or other natural objects on his own. Solitary play is often observed in wild bears of all ages. They shared a little more information about Grant's mother. Apparently, when he was just about 2 months old, a hiker came upon them in the woods of Yellowstone Park, and she became defensive due to the actions of the hiker, and she killed the hiker. Later that fall, at the end of September, there was a man who thought it would be interesting to interact with the grizzly bears in the Yellowstone Park on his own, by himself, and he went into where they had a bunch of carcasses, and he was killed. Grant's mother took his body and cached it and saved it, and so it was then that they realized that she was most likely going to become a manhunter, so they euthanized her. It's sad to think that due to the actions of people, Grant lost his mother.
Grant's history is a little different. His mother, when he was very young, did interact with some hikers in ways where the outcome was quite serious. Wildlife managers met with routine. The nature of those interactions was not to keep people about when we talk about how to recreate safely in bear country and what to avoid doing. Basically the need to give Grant being taken out in the wild as well. But most of the other bears that are here got into trouble at this time. And bears are active like a wild animal in a way that maybe most like purpose for interacting. And here we want to encourage the bears to have that natural routine.
Leg looks sore. They also shared that Grant recently went to a specialized vet in Washington State. Due to his advanced age, he has some health issues that have cropped up. You can see that he's quite sore. It could either be from the trip and or possibly arthritis. So they have a plan of action now to help him with his health. Bears hibernate when they can't find food. So if food is available all year round, they will not hibernate. This is important to know, especially at this time of year when it's cold and snowy. People often think that the bears are asleep, but they are not. They are actually still quite awake and quite active at this point. And some of them are in that phase that just before they want to go in and hibernate, and they're really trying to eat a lot of food to bulk up for the winter.
Yearly population counts, and they want to get a radio collar on a bear, take blood samples, then they want to be minimally impactful. They don't want that bear, and we're part of his care. We understand that from his experience. So at this point, we don't need to worry about him smelling us just because he already knows to respect us. So it's not something that very often, and the places that do it, it's highly experimental. Do any kind of rehab for bears where they're going to take in a bear and send it back into the wild. It is not clear that will bear, but you would absolutely not want that bear to get any kind of comfort.
You walk through the thing, and you push it down a little bit, and then take a bit.
Just locking up his den. Well done. Copy. Copy.
I have too much stuff. Vegetables, but we also work in the fall with
Food for the
some
next round of
areas
bears.
in Montana, like in the Madison Valley,
Trying to
the
make it
Flathead
interesting.
Valley, that have fruit trees, and we
Condi and Sealy are female sibling grizzly bears from the Sealy-Swan Valley near Condon, Montana. Condi is a little lighter in coat color. They were born in 2019 and arrived at the GWDC that fall. While in the wild, their mother and another sibling, they got access to human foods by visiting porches, garbage cans, dumpsters, and even 2 kitchens in resident areas, as well as chicken coops, outbuildings, and barns, mostly during daylight hours. Despite efforts by Montana wildlife officials to keep them wild, the frequency and boldness of these incidents forced officials to euthanize the mother and relocate the 2 cubs to the Grizzly and Wolf Discovery Center. The 3rd sibling was never captured. This is the Hoodoo Pack. It is comprised of Bridger, who arrived in May of 2019 as a pup with his litter mates, Obsidian and Shasta. He is the largest of the 3 with a light-colored coat and gray accents. Shasta has the black coat with silver highlight. She can be fierce when food is involved, but will avoid direct squabbles. Why is this wolf alone? Obsidian is leaving his siblings, Bridger and Shasta, and he's getting ready to form a new pack. Over the last year, they noticed he was feeling pressure to leave, so they gave him space to assert his independence. Often in the wild, young adult wolves will depart on their own to find new social opportunities. They're allowing him that opportunity here. They're working on the careful process of introducing Obsidian to a wolf from this pack, the Fossil Butte pack. When these 2 wolves become an established pair, they will form a new wolf pack. I found it really fascinating to listen carefully and not be able to hear these wolves walk around. I couldn't hear their pads on the snow walking or trotting. On April 30, 2020, 10-year-old Sura gave birth to a litter of 4 puppies. While breeding animals at the GWDC has been extremely rare, management made the decision to let this one-time breeding take place. He's rolling around on a stick or something. What if I meet a bear? Stay calm. Most encounters do not result in attack. Do not run. Running may trigger a chase, and the bear can run much faster than you. If the bear is not aware of you, leave the area quietly. Yelling at a bear that is not aware of you may trigger a charge. Never approach a bear for a better look. If the bear is aware of you, let it know you're human. Talk to the bear in a calm voice and wave your arms slowly. Carefully back away. Do not throw anything or try to frighten it. If the bear approaches you, stop, stand your ground. Observe the bear for clues to its motivation. If the bear stops approaching, back away slowly. A defensive bear will pop its teeth, huff, or roar. It may also swing its head from side to side. If you are attacked by a defensive bear, you should lay down face first, play dead, with your hands locked behind your head. Do not move or make a noise until you're sure the bear is gone. Feels like you're out in the middle of nowhere, but I can hear a car alarm because I don't know, I can see my car from town. But we are actually in the park here. So this is as close as we're getting to going into the park this weekend. They're gonna close down this entrance on Halloween, after Halloween. And it's still going in the park, so I don't feel like driving in there. I did have an excellent time at the Grizzly and Wolf Discovery Center. I was there for several hours. They let the bears out to scavenge food that they hide, And because it's a nice cool day and snowy, the wolves were pretty active. I was asking if the wolves are more active in the winter time compared to the summer, and yes, of course, and same with the bears actually. So they do drain the water features in both the bears and the wolves pens in the winter time because it's too difficult to manage when it's 20 below down here. But they are much more active and more fun and playing and stuff in the winter. So maybe I'll come back to West Yellowstone when it's really cold and watch that. I bet the wolves are fun to watch. Oh my god, he just hit me with that tree. What a maniac. You are a maniac. There's our little Kia, waiting patiently.